Hey guys, picked up 2 collections in one day. Stick around because we're going to go through them. Okay, so finding 2 collections in one day doesn't really happen too often. The first one was about 10 long boxes. The guy wouldn't take my offer for everything. But what he did allow me to do was pick and choose. So I picked and chose. I gave him an offer on about maybe 2 dozen books. We're not going to go through all those. I just wanted to show you the big 3 that came out of there. First one, Teen Titans 44. Nice. Teen Titans 44, first appearance of Nightwing. Second one up is Amazing Spider-Man 361. This is the first appearance of Carnage. And the third, this is a big one, New Mutants 98, pristine condition. I'm hoping to get like a 9.4 plus on there. This is the first appearance of Deadpool. Now that we went through that first one really quick, let's get into the second collection. So the second collection is from a 90s vendor. The guy was selling comics while he was in college through the early 90s to mid 90s. Hasn't done it in a while. Hasn't even looked at his books in over 25 years. He just happened to keep moving them and moving them, moving them. And finally was like, I got to get rid of these things. So I got the call from this guy and he started listing the stuff he had. And I was shaking my head because there was a lot of Image and Valiant. And when I mean a lot, I mean long boxes, 10 long boxes, 15 short boxes, and probably 7 or 8 long boxes were just Image and Valiant. Such as 32 copies of Wildcats #1, 51 copies of Turok #1. You're talking about 83 books, just 2 titles, 2 issues, 83 copies. There was a lot of that, all right? But it wasn't all terrible because some of you guys, some of you Valiant and Image guys know that there was some good stuff in there. That time period, very few and far between, but there was a little bit. He had 27 copies of Bloodshot #6, 24 copies of Bloodshot #7. That is the first cameo and full appearance of Ninjak. So some of this Valiant stuff is actually going up in value with all the movies, the Bloodshot stuff and all that. I think he had maybe a dozen copies of Eternal Warriors, which was, what is it? Eternal Warriors 7? Is that the first appearance of Bloodshot? So there was some good stuff. About a dozen copies of Spawn #1. But anyway, with all that stuff aside, there were some good Marvel stuff, and it wasn't just early 90s he had. Now remember, this was a vendor, so I was going in there skeptical, but there was some 60s Marvel. Very little, not a lot of it. It was all Fantastic Four and it was all X-Men, but a few good books. All right, so enough of me chatting. Let's take a look at them. First up, Spectacular Spider-Man 64, first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. A lot of spine ticks here, and there's a spine indent. I can take out the indent, but these spine ticks, there's nothing I could do. A lot of color break on the side. Still a nice book to come across. Here's a major hype book right now. This is Amazing Spider-Man 212, first appearance of Hydro Man. If you guys, unless you've been under a rock, you've watched the Spider-Man Homecoming, or Far From Home, I apologize. The Far From Home trailer, and they show Hydro Man. So, you know, whether he's a Mysterio incarnation or an actual villain is yet to be determined, but he does appear in the movie, which is driving the price on this book through the roof. Coincidentally, this book will be available during the auction this Sunday on Gem Mint Collectibles. It does have a spine indent here, but it is completely fixable with a press. Daredevil 168 is the first appearance of Elektra. Nice book, very nice grade. You're looking at a 9.2 plus. Here, and that's even without a cleaning and a press. Now, I did say there were some Avengers. I don't think I listed I did say there was some Silver Age. I don't think I listed Avengers. There was some Fantastic Four and some X-Men, but there were a few Silver Age Avengers. There was these 2, Avengers 54 and 55, which is the first cameo and full appearance of Ultron. Out of the last 3 collections I picked up, 2 of them had this set in there, which is really nice. This is Amazing Spider-Man 361, second print. First appearance of Carnage, high grade, really nice book. The first print is getting really pricey, so the second print is affordable if you want the book. He had a few Amazing Spider-Man 361s. Now, that's the thing with these vendors, right? They have multiple of the same book. So 1, 2, and 3 issues of Amazing Spider-Man 361, which gives me 4 just in the one day between the two collections. Amazing Spider-Man 252. This is the first, ties with the first appearance of the black suit. This is the money one because, first of all, it's Amazing Spider-Man. Second of all, it's got the cover swipe from the AF-15. He had 2 of them. Now, again, I talked about Silver Age Fantastic Four books. Here's Fantastic Four 65, first appearance of Ronan the Accuser, a book that's starting to catch fire again since he's going to be in the Captain Marvel movie. A few Silver Age books here now. So we had Fantastic Four 66. He had 2 of them, as well as Fantastic Four 67. These are the first cameo and full appearance of the Cocoon, which eventually becomes Adam Warlock. Him. That's, I believe, in a Thor title, or a Thor book. So now, one more book on the list here. It's another Fantastic Four book. It's another Silver Age book, probably the hottest Silver Age book right now on the market. Fantastic Four 48. He had this in there. I was not expecting this. It's probably between a 3.5 and a 4. Really nice. You can kind of see the color break here, like it folded over. Bring this one a little closer. Yeah, you can see it right here. All right, and you can see some damage on the spine here. Not too bad, but the colors look great. A little bit of damage up here. Again, you're talking about a really old book, but this book is on fire right now, the hottest Silver Age book there is. So we had a ton of Valiant, a ton of Image, a little bit of Marvel, but we also had some Mirage Studios books. All right, this is RAPHAEL number 1, first appearance of Casey Jones. Bad spine indent, that's fixable, but there are a lot of spine ticks. It was kind of tough to keep these books in high grade. Next up, Ninja Turtles number 4. I absolutely love this cover. This is a first print. Love, love, love this cover. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3. This is also a first print. Pretty high grade. Nice looking book. First appearance of the Party Wagon. Last but not least, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 2. A lot of first appearances in here. This is a second print though. Finding this in a first print is a nice price book. Nothing like finding Turtles number 1 in a first print. Hey, that's just about everything. I wanted to let you know there's only one more book I wanted to show you, and if you paid attention earlier in the video, I actually already showed it. Again, you're talking about an early 90s vendor. This guy told me he was selling the next book I'm about to show you for $5 a piece. So we talked about New Mutants 98 earlier in the video. This is the first appearance of Deadpool. My man had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 copies of New Mutants 98, each one higher grade than the next. I'm hoping to get a few 9.8s out of here. With the previous collection, that gives me 8 of these in one day. So in one day, 8 copies of New Mutants 98, 4 copies of Amazing Spider-Man 361 just between the two collections. And let's not forget, 51 issues of Turok number 1. What a day. Hit that like button on the way out. Please subscribe. Share this video. I'll be doing an auction this Sunday on Gem Mint Collectibles. We're going to be doing probably about 2 short boxes worth of books. Also, follow me on Instagram at verygary_comics. I do a lot of selling on there, a lot of buying and trading as well. I'll also be doing a live sale pretty soon on Instagram. I'm looking at maybe the 28th, a couple weeks from now. $10 and $20 books. I'll throw in a few high dollar books, but that's going to be going on shortly soon. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you soon.